Yesterday, I did some streams on some missions from the middle part of the campaign for BattleTanx Global Assault yesterday, and as I said, I was signing off. I finished that up. I actually kept playing at the end of the night last night, and I finished it. I didn't even realize I was like going so fast through the missions. It wasn't actually that difficult, and I think maybe I'm just used to it, or maybe it's just there's a normal difficulty, and I'm used to that. But yeah, I finished Global Assault yesterday, and like I said, when I finished it, I would see if I would do one more stream or move on to All-Star Tennis based on whether or not they let me do multiplayer, skirmish modes basically by myself, and they do. So you can just select any of these multiplayer modes. So I'm just going to go through a couple of these real quick. This won't be a particularly long or like structured video. I'm just going to play around with them. I don't remember what most of these mean, if I even played them before. I did just do a one death match. I don't even necessarily need to do death match because that's all it really is it's what you think it is. So I'm just gonna jump into Battle Lord. Actually, let's just see what the options are. Oh, it was on easy the whole time. Oh, I feel bad. Unlimited ammo. I don't need that. Well, I guess it was kind of that easy, but yeah, whatever. Alright, yeah, Battle Lord, whatever that is. You get to pick the difficulty here anyway, so that doesn't really matter that I just changed that. But, yeah, so I guess if you're doing... okay, yeah, so we can have a bunch of them. I did... yeah, I think two teams would be good, and I'm fine with just, yeah, because it's a lot more interesting to have it be just more players or more controlled players than just the two. Because I did a death match and it was just like kill 10 tanks before the other team kills 10 of your tanks. It was really interesting though because. Yes, so, as I was going... Oh, that's a terrible way to do that. Why wouldn't you have a better, like, display of that? Anyway, so with the different gangs that they have that you can pick from in multiplayer modes, like they have with the last game, everybody has a different array of tanks available to them, and when you do this... That's delicious, bro, the way I would go to save guidance. Whoever gets guided, oh, Shadow Ops, I would hate that because they'd only be using teleporters, so you'd have to be like the ultimate hit and run team. Yeah, so those guys are good. I just use them because they look like freaky goths over here. There's a bunch of Paris street punks. I don't really care, I'll admit, for the art style that they did on these gang portraits. I liked it a lot better the last game when it still looked halfway serious. You could kind of see in a lot of the character portraits in the cutscenes that they had this type of, like, weird, deformed, cartoony way of doing the characters. That they had it way more, like, comic book, like, serious, like, comic book in the last game. I think that's probably my biggest dig at this game, is that, like, they went a certain way with graphics and presentation on a level that works in some areas and, gives you a little sense of nostalgia, like, oh, that's very 90s of them, but this I do not like. I wish they would have stuck with a more darker tone on the portraits. Like, look at these dudes. That's just a bunch of Shreks. So I understand that. So as long as I don't pick Shadow Ops, who are just clearly a bunch of Confederate war reenactors who get to have tanks now, that's so great. As long as I don't pick those guys, pretty good. So, and I should probably switch this around. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. So we're in Battle Lord now, which I don't know what that this game type actually is. I don't know what most of these are. I also think it's funny that they would assign difficulty levels to the multiplayer arenas, which you did in the campaign mode, Because I would understand if the campaign missions themselves were harder, but you're both using the same map. You're on the same map. It's not really difficulty. Is not really a matter of which map you use. Anyway, though, let's pick Bistro. Oh, and I start with a Goliath. All right, so Battle Lord is the capture the Queen Lords mode. That's awesome. This is probably my favorite one, just because it's the most. For one thing, it's the most like story driven anyway. Yeah, I remember this one. This was actually really good for. This was an actual mission in the campaign that you guys saw me. That was in and of itself a Battle Lord. I saw there's also like there's a mission type that says like convoy, so I assume that like on that one you'd have like one team is escorting and one team is defending, and you attack the convoy, which would actually be a really impressive way to go about it. We're talking about 1999. That's a very like Call of Duty type of. Oh, I shouldn't have gone this way. I was like, I thought. I'm up in the corner. They have radar and everything. That should just give it a radar. Yeah, I fucked up. Was not ready for the Goliath. And here's the other thing too. They give you these. They basically tell you what tanks you have left at your disposal because based on what. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead with this. Based on which gang you picked, and if you use one up, like it's gone. Like. In that way, it is very much, the capture the flag thing is also very much a survival mode, because you can sit back and defend and just be really good at defending, and in the specific, like, specifically in multiplayer, you couldn't do this in the regular one because they just keep spawning. But yeah, you can sit back and just defend really well, and everything your opponents throw at you, you can just brush it off, and then once that's done, it's like, okay, I'm going. They have hover tanks. The hover tanks are super fast. They're very unwieldy, but they're very fast. I don't like the hover tanks personally. That's me, you asshole. Yeah, even in the campaign, like, the AI on that level was, like, really bad. Like, they would constantly be shooting me as soon as I came into beat, which I do to them. I get that because I'm the human player, but like they should. The AI is supposed to just not fuck up like that. It's just my opinion in like any game. Like the AI should not be like, oh, I thought you were an enemy. Sorry. All right, let's go for it. Let's give this a shot. And yeah, I'm in the Rhino, the tanks that always gave me a hell of a time in the campaign, because you have to go around them. And I'd be doing really well in like an M1 or a Goliath, and I'd buy the Goliath, and I'd basically have the I'd basically be good the whole match if I did the Goliath. Which is why the Rhinos would pose such a problem for me, because you need to get around them. I could not get around them. The only thing I have for special. Oh, I'm gonna need this. Yeah, took down the Goliath in my M1. It's always good. Oh no. Oh, they got me. The hover tank's too fast. Alright, I was say. Oh no, I'm gonna use, since I've got two Goliaths, I'm gonna use one. Did the hover tanks not set off the mines? I'm actually wondering about that now. I'm like, oh no, my one weakness with mines. Besides the fact that I'm like terrible at actually setting them down. I'm just not a delayed attack kind of guy. I'm not good with remote bombs or. It was my old tank. Yeah, took down the Goliath out. Alright, so one of the AI guys has control of one tank, or one Queen Lord, excuse me. And I'm on my way back with the other one, so that's pretty good. I need to deal with this guy. I've got swarmers at the ready. Where he at? There you are. Oh, he's too quick for me. Louis Turtles. Oh, thank you. He's not helping me. Oh, Lord. This might. Goliath on turbo. Oh, my God. What a pickup. Yeah, we did it. That was awesome. I kept picking up those in the campaign mode. I'd pick up turbos in the Goliath. I'm like, I'm not supposed to have these, and I never use them. That was perfect. That was awesome. All right. This is multiplayer in this game is great. Oh yeah. I need to go back out and start. Let's do this game mode is called Frenzy, so I'm gonna assume that something about it is supposed to be like ridiculous. So I don't want to be this time. They have cloaking. I'm not really big for the cloaking. I'll do Skull Riders. Let's switch this around though. People that haven't been used yet. Cold Warriors haven't been used. Dark Angel, okay. Oh, I have to go all the way back to go back to the USA maps. Alright, yeah. I think this was also much more of a... the first to rescue 10 Queen Lords. Holy shit. Yeah, this is this might be a bit hectic. I'm glad I picked this though, because I really want to show off how crazy this is going to get if you've got all these different, Jesus Christ, don't even try to attack people. Guided missiles on my motor tank, that would be a good idea. Actually, he's having trouble. Oh! Really? Who wants to mess with me? There you are. Oh, missed. Health. No, I'm trying to go on the other side of the building. Oh, you're running away from me. Yes. Good hit. Yeah! Alright, I'm proud of myself. Took down the Goliath with a motor tank. I mean, he was kind of running away from me at the end. Got cloaking. Got cloaking. Cloaking. Sounds good about now. Alright, now where are these Queen Lords at? That's the building where there would be a Queen Lord. So is this just there's a Queen Lord on the map and we all race to it? It's a scavenger hunt, huh? That's oh god. Chain reaction. I wasted that. We keep the moto tank though, because if we're gonna be running around, shield's always nice. Boom. Got Rhino from the back. Ooh, don't come near me. Right, this is the one, I remember this up now. It's like, oh, this is the one where I had to, you're supposed to use the tank as cover. Or the train as cover. Excuse me. Yes, and here's the thing too, there are more varieties of tank that I never even got the chance to use in the game, and this is the Hornet, and its regular one is missiles? Oh my god. Okay, so there's no base to bring them back to, so that's good. It really is just a keep your eyes peeled and be the first to grab them. Oh, it's the white. It's got to be that white dot on that. That's what it is. It was very nondescript. I didn't really think of what it was. All right, let's lay down these guns. Let's try out this. Wow, that's awesome. My defense, my shielding is gonna be garbage, but yes. That is so cool. I think there's one in there. Oh no. Yep. Did not get back around it. Inferno is one of the only things that's halfway decent against the rhinos because you're setting them on fire. But I've just never been that good at using these. I think when I wasn't too clear on the how this was working, I kind of used up my moto tanks when they would have been the most valuable because I understand the rules better now. Those plastic bolts ricocheting around. Someone already got 10, huh? Wow. Yeah, that must have been what was going on when I was just rolling around looking for him, not realizing I had a white dot. That was good though. That's actually a pretty cool mode. Considering, like, if you've got 4 people.
BattleTanx.
Super cool. Okay. Let's do this. Let's take off one computer and let's leave this as a 3-team thing. And I'm really not sure what those are, but still what they have. Lasers and turbo, I can do that, yeah. DC had some. I'll say they're decent levels, and I feel like they'd be good. Keep the Queen Lords. Oh, okay. So this is a offense-defense kind of thing. I'm on defense to start out. Very big smack of Call of Duty on game modes. I'm very impressed with 1999 that this was a thing. I'm sure a lot of PC games, online focus games had stuff like this too. But so you don't see a lot of this type of like rule sets for these type of games in 64 stuff. So I think unless so yeah, never mind. It's not quite what I said it was. There's one Queen Lord, and you gotta keep it. You gotta find it, bring it back to yours, and then keep it and defend it. And there's a time limit. Okay. All right, I understand that now. Again, I don't have the manual or anything, so I couldn't like look at these, and I don't think the Nintendo Power really describes these all that well. But yeah, I get this. Or actually, they're probably gonna win very soon, especially since you take the hover tank and get my ass kicked immediately. All right. Yeah, that was. We'll do that again. Now that I understand it. Okay. Okay. White dot. Again, I'm not noticing these nondescript white dots. White dot in the center of the map. Race to get it. And I assume the blue one is flashing because he picked it up. I took the enemy down, but I should have actually kept focusing on the building. Alright, let's go hover tank. It's quick. It's the big one, so it's the biggest one I've got, so. Knew I should have gotten the turbo. I knew I should have picked a different one than the hover tank and bounce around everywhere, Jesus. Alright, go back to the round. This is probably better with 4 people, just in the sense that, like, oh, yeah, the game's already over, first person to get it, got it. Alright. We'll do this one more time. I feel like it's also supposed to be, like, you should be able to give them a tougher time getting back to theirs. The Goliath, everyone having Goliaths makes this really shit. because we're gonna blow through all our time, and then all of our tank inventory, basically. And then you gotta take that one too. Yeah, I just think it takes. My biggest complaint is gonna be that this particular game mode takes way too much goddamn time to get it back if you don't get it right away. I'm gonna keep doing this until I actually like get a chance. Well, that's also kind of not fair because every other time, the way that it spawns you, like every other time I had to like go around shit from my own base. See, I'll probably win this time because I have my Goliath in here, and I've already captured the Queen Lord. I don't even necessarily need to do anything with my tank. I can just sit over here and be a secondary turret. Oh, never mind. Got her back. How the fuck? They were really up on that, on actually being able to take out my base. Ooh, 30 seconds. Yeah, see, now nobody's really even in the vicinity. This green one isn't even going to get here by the time that the timer will run out. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be the weakest game mode, I think. It might change up a little bit depending on if you have 2 people or 4 people. That's... Also, it's funny, there's if the person across the map from you the long way captures it, you're at a distinct disadvantage on this particular map. That's just luck of the draw. Oh, hold on. That's just luck of the draw, the way that I set things up that time. But alright, and family mode. I think
BattleTanx.
I know this one's in the original. Okay, they don't even let you pick the teams, huh? I don't know what this is. What's with my controls on that? I was like trying to do the guided for like 5 seconds and nothing happened. And then by the time I gave up on it, it was like 5 seconds and then they fucking did it. It's not ready. I didn't have anything. I was really trying to switch to another weapon. I'm like, there's a Goliath right in front of me. Since that's the case, I'm gonna... Oh, those are my gun buddies. No, okay, get back here. Oh, thank you. Thank God. Why is it shooting my secondary just when I press E? There's something weird about this mode. I'm not actually sure what it is, but that does not make sense. Yeah, A doesn't... I'm firing... Is that part of this game? It's you fire like the first thing that you have. Yeah, I'm pressing Z. I don't remember anything about that aspect of it. That's weird. That's also why that gun buddy came on my ass. Not ready for it. Alright, back in an M1, I'm doing okay. Did they just spawn right around me? That's also strange. I'm not sure what the deal is with this game, but actually there seems to be many things going on.
Friendly fire.
I'm almost gonna lose. Nearing that. Overtank is too fast. I should have just turned back around. Oh, I have one. lost 6. Okay. I don't know what that was. There's things about that I don't quite understand how they work. But yeah, I think that's Tank Wars. There's one more thing. Tank Wars and Convoy. Yeah, I'm getting way ahead of myself. There's 2 more modes. 2 more. Okay. Let's go back to 4. Oh, that's weird. One of them is just grayed out, and you can't, like, turn it off. Yeah, I'm not sure what the... So they're automatically whatever the second one is. Weird. I haven't done these guys yet. What are they? Plasma bolts, I like that. I don't know what this is, actually. We'll both be Crimson Guard, whatever. Get more of the enemy before time. Okay, so this is just rack up your points mode, not deplete their numbers. Wow, I got taken out fast. Pick up Inferno, just so I get a better grip on what's going on. Plasma bolts, everyone plasma bolts. Get them all off before I get killed. So they continue to bounce around and do my bidding. In the first Modern Warfare, they call that martyrdom. Gun buddies will be helpful. Oh my god, look at all these power-ups. Nice. I'll take some guideds and just hang out back here. Hello. Where everybody at? Hi. Oh god, is it? He's over there. Oh, I'm super dead. You will have not died in vain. Of our tank. I'm out of control! Firing plasma bolts everywhere too, that's always a good idea. When you can't control your tank, keep bouncing back and forth.
Fire. Friendly fire.
I was like a fly sneaking up behind him and buzzing in his ears. Alright, let's get serious. Yeah. Down, down, down. Blue light's going down. Hope I not killed that fucking fellow right there. Should I just get all my shit back after I've gotten through them because it's time? We're up to 13. Have I been helping, or have I just wasted everything? I was just saying, you better take out the Goliath. You're such a waste. Who won? Yeah, not me. Alright, so we took out only 3. Took out 16. I personally lost 8, so yeah. Alright, and yeah, finally we'll do Convoy. Yep, that's what I figured. Protector and Attacker. They might not have me switch sides since they're just having me label it first. Let's see. Oh god. I don't want to be those guys. Like Nuclear Knights. Nuclear Knights, yeah, their special thing is nukes, so like, oh, that's super dangerous for everybody involved. I'm like, I'm not that. Truck stop. We got a big convoy. There's a bunch of like radio engineers.
Convoy under attack. Convoy under attack.
Fire the damn guided meetings.
Convoy under attack.
I'm a car. Oh, the train got in the way.
Convoy under attack. Convoy under attack.
Again, fucking train. I gotta get off these train tracks. Remember, I'm pretty sure you still win even if only like one car from the convoy makes it.
Convoy under attack. Convoy under attack.
Oh yeah, he got me quick.
Convoy under attack.
Boom. I got you. Ah, they beat me. Well, let's switch sides.
BattleTanx.
No, Can I change? I'd like to. They won't let me change. Alright, fine. Yeah, so that's multiplayer modes on BattleTanx. I imagine that a lot of them are better with more people, with more human people, that is. Battlelord has got to be the best one they've got. Frenzy also, like its name seems, like crazy, especially if you've got more people. So I think there's a lot of fun to be had here. Content-wise, this game is actually really good, even though the campaign is kind of short. It really does a lot with all the other areas that you can have for combat. So I keep recommending this game. It's super good. Yeah, so next is All-Star Tennis 99. Might seem not that exciting, but there's not really tennis. There's, I think, 2 PAL tennis games that we didn't get, unless I'm thinking of they're the same game with a different name. Yeah, so there's like 2 tennis games we can get over here. We got All-Star Tennis, and we got Mario Tennis, and that's basically it. So I mean, a semi-realistic tennis game, just to see what somebody did with it. Somebody threw their hat in the ring and tried it. We'll give it a shot. So we'll see how that goes next time.